protect your precious mind. Just as you wouldn't want to go out and gather poisonous mushrooms to feed to your guests, you would want the kind that is very healthy, that is very good for you to eat, you see? But you see one that looks very pretty, and it's growing on wood, which is the first thing to pay attention to, and it's a bright red. Oh, I'll fix this. This will make such a delicious meal. And the first thing you know, you have sick sick guests. You know, one of the stories about how the Buddha died was just this. He'd been to a friend's house for dinner, and the servant that went out to gather the mushrooms didn't know which one. He was just told to gather mushrooms. And so he got some poisonous ones. The cook cooked them up. They served them to the Buddha. And it wasn't very long before he was reeling on the floor in agony. And the guest, or the host, was so embarrassed. They said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe this is the first time you've come to my house. I feed you, and you're getting very sick. You're probably dying. And I don't know what to do with this." And the Buddha, trying to speak between his pain and his gasping, said, oh, don't worry about it. In my whole life, I only remember 2 meals, and this is one. And so you see, even that, he could make light of the situation, of the apparent truth that he was dying. And yet, he, like every other great spiritual master, lives on in the hearts of those who love them and long for their teachings and their presence. Indeed, your job is to become the Buddha if you're working with the Buddha. If it's a great sage from another tradition, become that. That is your reality. You are already enlightened. So you must really stay on course so that you can perceive it. It doesn't mean you don't have to do any more work and just walk out and say, oh, I'm enlightened, because you will find very quickly, well, that was an apparent truth as well. So there is, you see, how do you get to the ultimate truth? It is a life of discovery. It's a very precious life, and it is a very precious process to discover such truth. So I offer that. Hopefully it is giving you something you can rely upon, and giving you something, a way to look at your mind, to notice how and what you feed your mind, to pay attention to what your mind is doing, so that it will think about what you want it to think about and not what it does when you're not paying attention to it. Very important, this business of the mind, isn't it? In fact, it's everything. The same mind that causes one to live an unenlightened, perhaps even a life of debauchery, same mind will realize enlightenment.